Hello guys, just doing a quick review of The Union. It was a pretty decent film, a lot of fun to watch. Starring Halle Berry and Mark Wahlberg. Kind of opens up with the actor with Luke Cage on the mission with his squad, and I guess she's the lookout. I guess they're trying to recover something, and it's also got, the Homeland actor, J.K. Simmons, flipping JJ, from, Spider-Man. But yeah, I guess he's like the captain, the one in charge of this operation. But basically ends up, flopping when they're trying to recover someone. Like, it seems like he has it in the bag, and I feel like halfway through the film I kind of knew that the kind of twist I was going to end up doing, since I've seen a lot of these spy action films. Yeah. And, obviously I'm going to talk about spoilers, so yeah, it was kind of obvious that the Luke Cage actor was going to either be the bad guy or the captain, and I just decided to bet it on the Luke Cage actor, since out of all the team members, he's the one who actually didn't die when I was trying to get the package to the safety area, because everyone else was just dying. But when Luke Cage gets shot and Halle Berry's trying to get to him, he gets shot, but in the chest, in his bulletproof vest, which, made it pretty obvious he was still alive and he's probably a part of what just happened. Yeah, like he was in it. And then, basically the actual main character is Mark Wahlberg. Yeah. Just living a normal life until, I guess, his ex comes into his life. He still takes care of his mom and stuff. Someone that he knows is getting married and stuff. Working a construction job. Yeah, I didn't even pay that much to the beginning stuff, to be honest. He's chatting with his friends, then Halle Berry, his ex from high school, comes back into his life, which he has no idea where she's been all this time. And I guess he thinks he's just catching up with her, but basically she ends up kidnapping him. Yeah. Putting him on a mission, and I can't remember if he basically said that he had training and stuff, and they kind of have to teach him a few things anyway before he can actually go on a mission. And I'm surprised he even accepts it. I'm not even sure if he gets any reward or anything for doing it. But yeah, if I was in his situation and someone who I hadn't seen for years and I've moved on with my life comes back into my life, I'd be wanting to go home. And they give him the choice, but for some reason he decides to stay. And they basically train him. It seems like he can't really do much at first, but he gets used to it, I guess. And I guess they put him on the mission. Halle Berry, she's pretty cool in this. She kicks ass. He seems a bit clueless, but at least he's got a bit of training. Yeah. He ends up following the people who I guess are trying to get what he has, and then it's basically a setup. Yeah. Basically, the deal was to give the money, but then he'd also get an important device that they needed in return. But basically, they tried to kill him, get their money back with the device. Yeah. But Halle Berry's there to protect him. They get the device, but it kind of gets destroyed. And you kind of had a cool fight scene with Halle Berry and one woman who was trying to kill Mark Wahlberg, which was pretty cool. But sadly, he accidentally drops the device in water, so they're pretty much screwed, and they have to try again. Yeah. So he gets a second chance. And yeah, everyone basically just does their part. He's able to actually get the device this time without breaking it. But then they still kind of lose a crew member in the process. Yeah. And I guess Halle Berry's upset about that, since it's one of her team members. Because yeah, she's just, I guess after high school she kind of ended up joining this agency, and she wasn't allowed to say anything to anyone that she knew, including I guess Mark Wahlberg's character, because he was just like, man, where did she even go? And I guess she ended up with Luke Cage in this film. Yeah. As he reveals that I guess he's still alive too. And I guess they're trying to track down the people they're after. I think Halle Berry ends up finding her anyway, holding her hostage, but then she finds out that, I guess, it's funny that I just keep calling him Luke Cage, because I forgot his character's name in this, especially since it's only in the beginning. and then they just have a little fight about, their marriage and stuff, even though it's her ex, I guess. So it seems like a part of her knew that he wasn't truly a good guy. Yeah. And they just made it so obvious, especially when he wanted to stay behind with her. I mean, that either meant two things. One, he's going to take care of her, or two, he's going to help her escape. And truly at this point, it was obvious he was the bad guy. I kind of predicted it. It was pretty obvious. Then they just leave, I guess. Until it gets to the point where I guess their place gets taken over. And these guys end up trying to go after him, I guess. But, I guess Mark Wahlberg gets some help from some people. And I feel like I'm kind of getting the scenes a bit mixed up, but yeah. He ends up, Halle Berry ends up interfering with, Luke Cage's deal. This guy's not really that happy about it, so he leaves. And she's just like, man, yeah, things are not going to work out between us. And Luke Cage is just basically screwed. Halle Berry's got him at gunpoint, but somehow is able to get the upper hand and run away very fast. Mark Wahlberg's doing some, he's basically a flipping Tom Cruise in this part, but obviously he's got a stunt double. He's not actually Tom Cruise. Yeah, doing all that stuff. And Halle Berry's just basically after Luke Cage since he has the important package. Oh wait, no. Well, he's just trying to escape while Mark Wahlberg's trying to get the package from, the main guy. Yeah. And it just basically ends up turning into cat and mouse. Mark Wahlberg gets locked inside a car with one of the dealers driving the car. So it's basically like three people driving, and yeah, Mark Wahlberg's car ends up crashing. And Halle Berry's like worried, but he's still alive, I guess. And then they end up getting back in the car together, catching up to Luke Cage, and Halle Berry takes him out. Yeah. And they get the package. And he makes it to the wedding for his friend, and yeah. Halle Berry comes as well, and I guess to go on holiday together before they do the next mission, which I guess, he says, yeah. And the movie just ends, yeah. Decent film, though. I'd say I enjoyed it more than, I guess, Jackpot, the last film I reviewed, but yeah. It was fun to watch. Definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it. And yeah, that's all I've got to say. Sure you can leave a like. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.